The report that we have right now is saying that Prince William is doing something that Harry perhaps never have imagined. Now, who is responsible behind this move? That Harry is finding it extremely difficult to meet his family members, especially the king, is something that we'll be talking about. It will shock you. And then I will also want to discuss another topic about Meghan Markle's Lemonada podcast, how, according to one report at least, it got cancelled or revoked. That's what they're saying. It got revoked. But before I move on, just to let you know, guys, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you're one of them, consider subscribing because you do not want to miss out on all of this juicy stuff. Now, let's take a read at this report first, and I'm going to actually be showing you on the screen so that you can read with me. I just have the summary of the report. So basically, this report is talking about how Harry found it extremely difficult to meet his family members. Perhaps he would not ever be able to return to UK, to the monarchy. Every single front page this morning, quote, talking about how he wants to return, how Harry wants to return to the royal fold. This was something that we discussed yesterday, and the Sun on Sunday said, Harry blocker. This is an interesting headline. So basically, there was a report, multiple reports actually, that suggested that Harry is actually trying to reconcile with his family after being a complete failure. And then he flew to the UK not to see his father ailing, but to talk to him about his possible return. So this is what he says. So an interesting article. This is a headline. Apparently, aides stopped Prince Harry traveling to Sandringham to visit the King Charles, his father, because they thought they would never get rid of him. Basically, in other words, the palace staffer, they were scrambling. They were very in a panic mode when Harry visited his father last time in UK. And the reason for that is because they absolutely, looks like to me, according to these reports, they absolutely made it clear to Harry that we want to get rid of you. So when Harry showed up to see his father, they were panicking. They thought, no, this is not the guy who is just going to go away. He's going to be creating more trouble. Let's take a read a little bit more here. They would never be able to get rid of him. Those house guests that you sometimes get that come for dinner or come and stay the night, and you think it's time for you to leave now. Well, that's what they were thinking. Might be that Harry will be leaving. The case with Prince Harry. Okay, so Prince Harry was stopped from joining the king at Sandringham after flying to the UK because the palace feared they would never be able to get rid of him. That's quite bad. Meanwhile, from page of the Express says, now this is where things get very interesting, and this is what you really need to understand what is going on. That Wales won't allow Harry back in the family, and that actually, it is Prince William that is blocking any return. Now, you have to understand this thing. Any return, not just a return, but any return of Harry back in the family, and that actually it is Prince William that is blocking any return of Prince Harry coming back into the family. Who can blame him? Every single time Harry got anywhere near the family, he has of course tried to monetize the entire incident, and that is so true. Therefore, right now we know that for Prince Harry, it is going to be absolutely impossible to go back to the royal family and be able to get a share of the monarchy in any way, shape or form. Prince William is bent on preventing Harry coming close to the family. And this is again why we see Harry talking about, I considered, he said, with GB News recently, if you have not seen this report or this interview, he basically said that, I considered staying in US and becoming a citizen. Obviously then he will have to get rid of his titles, prince. This is where it is coming from. Harry now knows he has absolutely no future in UK with the monarchy, so now he's hinting that he might stay, as you know, in the States and never go back to UK. Well, we know the truth. It is not Harry who is speaking. It is Harry who is being forced to speak that way. And thanks to Prince William, he made it absolutely clear that Harry doesn't have any plan to return to UK. So when you see next time Harry talking about, I want to return to UK and I love my family and all those things, just know that he is actually talking against his own will, and therefore he is not finding it very comfortable. The situation, the entire situation is getting much worse for him. Now obviously there is a report that talks about Lemonada deal Meghan Markle is being revoked or cancelled. I personally cannot confirm this report, but it is coming on the news over and over again, not in the news like mainstream media, because mainstream media will not publish anything until there is a official statement from Lemonada saying that, oh, we pulled the deal with Meghan Markle, we pulled the plug. But this news is coming to you from people like myself. I've been doing some research and digging. So what I found out is something that I want to share with you. Let's take a look at this report. So Meghan's latest podcast contract is revoked by CEO, according to this report. Again, I cannot confirm this report, but I'm gonna do more digging and I'll tell you guys what is happening exactly. After her fake persona laid bare, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sausages or Nobody, has been exposed as a fraud and a liar by Jessica Cordova, the CEO of Lemonada Media, who revoked a podcast deal with her after discovering her real identity. Cordova, who has signed a contract with Meghan to produce a podcast series about women empowerment, was shocked and outraged when she learned that Meghan Markle was not the one who she claimed to be, and that she had used a fake name and fake background to deceive her in public. According to Cordova, Meghan Markle had approached her in the late 23 after her $20 million deal with Spotify was ended abruptly. Meghan had pitched her podcast idea called The Duchess of Diaries, where she could share her personal stories and insights. In an interview, inspiring women from different fields and backgrounds, Meghan had told Cordova that she was a former actress and humanitarian and feminist, and that she wanted to use her platform to empower and uplift other women. Cordova, who was impressed by Meghan's charisma and passion, agreed to work with her and offered her a generous deal worth $5 million. Cordova said that she was excited and honored to collaborate with Meghan and that she trusted her and respected her. Cordova said that she did not do any background check on Meghan, and so she assumed that Meghan was all good, and she assumed that she was telling the truth, means Meghan Markle, and that she had nothing to hide. But in all reality, looks like Cordova, the CEO of Lemonada, made a big mistake. And again, coming from this report, I'm not going to be quoting the report sources because of copyright and all those nonsense that comes with it. But I do think that this is possible, that Meghan's podcast with Lemonada, they will be extremely cautious in how they deal with her, because remember, Spotify executives, they were not happy with Meghan Markle. Never ever. From very beginning, they wanted Meghan to bring on Harry on board. They wanted Meghan Markle to bring even the royal family members to her podcast with Spotify I'm talking about. She refused. She said, no, I am good enough. You don't know who I am? Oh my God. I mean, she was absolutely livid with Spotify. How dare you ask me to bring royal family members? I am the royal, I'm the queen of US. So Spotify, then obviously they came out and saying that she is a effing grifter and all those things happen, and they pulled the deal with her. So this time with Lemonada, some similar things happening. Of course, wherever she goes, she creates trouble. Thank you guys for joining this session. I'll see you in the next video. If you have any comment, leave a comment in the comment section below. Have a wonderful day.